Hello, ladies and gentlemen, your beloved Viggoman here, and welcome back to Kirkholm once again. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing great, hope you're feeling fantastic, and that you have a tasty beverage by your side, because today things are about to get hot. Today we are going to keep on building on this beautiful castle that we have been working on for the last couple of episodes, and you guys really seems to enjoy that. Before we start building, I just want to show you a little bit of what I've done off camera here. I've been working on some path. So from this area here, we're going to have a small like harbor for some small ships, and they'll be able to walk up the staircases or like the path here, walking around. It's a little bit junky, I know. It doesn't work properly all the time, but I guess it's okay. It's just for the looks, kind of. So you're gonna walk around here and then walk all the way up, and I've added a lot of foliage and plants and stuff, and I think it's looking really nice, very cozy. Of course we're gonna add a lot of more trees and stuff, but today we are going to do something that one of you guys pointed out, that this part of the base doesn't really have, or the castle doesn't really have a tower. So this back part really needs some kind of tower. So what we're going to do, I was thinking of maybe adding a tower right here, or maybe on the side here, but I don't think that will look that good. Well, maybe actually one right here could look good, but also we could put one down here as like a separate tower, which they could send like signals from this tower up to the castle. I don't know, maybe I'll have to think a little bit about it, but as I'm thinking, I do have a feeling that this tower right here would maybe be the best. It might look the best. So let me do a little bit of thinking, guys, and I'll be right back with you. So I've decided to add the tower right here on the corner of this area right here instead of down here. I think it makes more sense and will look better. At first I was a little bit skeptical, but as I'm thinking about it, I think it might be the best way to do it like this. So what we're going to do quickly, as I like to do it, just put a wooden axe in our hand and then go up as far as we want the tower to be, kind of. I don't want this tower to be too tall, so if we do something like that, I think that should be more than tall enough, and then we can, let's see, kind of get jammed in here and then go all the way down like here, and then we can mark this block, and then if we now do walls 4, we will get like a column of cobblestone, and we can kind of go back and see how that will look. I think that is nice. It's not too massive. It's not really breaking the look of the castle. It's just making it look more epic. So we're going to keep that as this design here. And then we're going to do the normal, regular Minecraft Viggoman stuff, you know, which I always like to do, is to just add some bunches of like patches of random blocks. Like this. I've been talking about this in almost every single Kirkholm episode, that how I like to do my randomization when it comes to towers like this, because many people like to just like randomly spread every single block, which is in some cases are good, but when you're doing a tower like this, I think it makes more sense, and it also looks better to do like a variation of blocks like this. And then do some patches of the different kind of materials, because that kind of looks like, sorry for the cracking noise from my chair there, I think it makes it look like the tower or the build has been reconstructed a little bit. Maybe it was damaged during a war or something, and they had to reinforce it with new kind of blocks, maybe some plastered stone like this, some concrete, and maybe just adding new stones, filling in with new stones, and maybe even adding some dirt and stuff to kind of just patch it up to make it strong again, to support it a little bit. So that is something I really like to do, just adding some patches of different kind of stone blocks, which kind of makes sense as well, not just do like a random collection of everything, you know, kind of make it so it makes sense, kind of, but also try to keep it random. Are you guys following me? Am I just talking rubbish to you? Do you follow my my talking here? Because sometimes I want to say too much but my words doesn't really allow me to do that. My vocabulary isn't the biggest sometimes, so sometimes I just want to talk and talk and talk, but my vocabulary doesn't allow me to speak as freely as I would like to, sadly. But I'm getting better and better in English, because I've been doing this for quite a while now. This is starting to look really nice. Maybe something like that as well. Let's take a look back. Yeah, I like that. How about we add a little bit of stone as well in here? Just a tiny bit like this. Some random places around. Like this. I don't think that ruins it. No, that just looks good. Adds a little bit more variation and character to the build. I like that. For this one, I like to kind of go a little bit more random again. As I talked about, I'm not going patchy. I'm just going to do some shattered around in the cobblestone to just give the cobblestone a new texture in a way. Because it's, in my mind, this is not a different block. It's just another texture of cobblestone. I know it's not, but that's kind of what I want to make it look like. But that looks really epic. That's really nice. Okay, so let's crack on with some kind of chronolation on top here. Let's use this cobblestone arch. I think that looks really nice. And then kind of go around like this. And then, well, maybe, what if we did something like this instead? I've done that a couple of times. And then, let me just show you. And then we have several arches like this. And then we're gonna have like, let's see, chiseled. I like this chiseled stone right here. And we're gonna place that on all of these blocks like that. And then we're gonna make an arch in between them using the cobblestone arch. So we're gonna do something like this. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. And then we can also add some kind of detail block behind this to make the detail and the features pop out a little bit more. We do something like this. Let me just finish this off here and I will show you kind of what it looks like. Kind of gives like a nice detail to it, and then we can like put in, let's say, this polished diorite. I don't know if that's bad or not. And then we can kind of just wrap that around, and once we get like go back a little bit, it gets like a nice detail, if you know what I mean. I think that's cool. I like that. Let's keep that and then just crack on with some more chronolation building on top here. I want to just go on a row with cobblestone all the way around like this. And then we're going to add some kind of chronolation on top of that again. Like this. Maybe I'll also change out some of the blocks for other stone blocks. But I think that's cool. Yeah, that gets the job done. I'm satisfied with that. And then let's just change out some of the blocks, because maybe this part also was broken down in a war or something. I don't know. It's really hard to tell, because we're trying to create like a story here. That this castle has been around for centuries. It's been defending the town of Kirkholm, which we'll get back to later. Lag spike. We did a little bit of work there in the beginning of this series, but I've decided to scrap everything we did almost and start all over again, because I think this mod pack has so much more for us than what we started off with. That's really cool. I like that a lot. So we're gonna get back to Kirkholm, and then we're gonna start all over again with let's just grab some of these blocks, because I really like that texture. We're gonna start off all over again. So this castle has been protecting that town. Maybe not. Maybe, let's see if can I get like slab from this? Yes? No. What the crap? There we go. And then slab from this one as well. There we go. So we just get like a full block from the floor here and to the top of the chronolation like this. This castle will be protecting and has been protecting the town of Kirkholm, which is like an island society. Many of them live as fishermen, but also there's a lot of farmers, and we'll get to like farmlands and stuff later on as well to like fill in every single empty spot on the island with farmlands. I think that will look pretty cool. And this castle has been defending all of that for centuries, and therefore the castle. There will be several castles in this town, or this island here. This is the first one and probably the smallest one. This castle will be broken down many times, because plunderers and pirates may be sailing into here and trying to rob it, and they will be shooting their cannons at this beautiful castle here, and it will be broken down several times. So that's kind of what we're trying to do with these kind of adding different kind of blocks to create this kind of history behind everything, to make everything just be a whole lot more interesting. Hope you guys are following me and that you haven't fallen asleep yet. Because I tend to do a lot of talking. Okay, let's add a few windows in here, like this, and then of course we need like an entrance. Could we enter from like this diagonal here? If we remove this and then remove this, and we'll have... No, I don't think that will work. Good. Let's cover all this up again. We could just have like a door here. It's a little bit like tight squeeze, but I guess that's the best thing to do. And have to squeeze behind the cannon here. We could, of course, let's actually just do that. Move this cannon over by a little bit, like this, and then remove like this to here, and then this to here, like this. Yeah. So now, the cannon is kind of just shooting into this block right now. We have to move it even one more, like so. And then we have a little bit more space to move around with. Come on, there we go. Fill that in, and then the wheels on the wagons on the sides like that. So now we have a little bit more space to get in here. Okay, that's cool. That's very cool. Let's see now. We got some windows here, and maybe I do believe, yeah, I just used fences for the tower window, so let's do that as well. And then for maybe we're gonna have like a window just out here, because this is, yeah, this is the floor level. Maybe just like that, and then one on this side as well. And then where is the next level? Okay, this is here. So maybe we're gonna add like a window here as well, like this. And then one on the other opposite side. Yeah. Just making sure every one of the windows is at the same level. Kind of have them around like that. And then we're gonna, of course, add like a staircase in the middle to get up on the top, I think. Because you need a way to get up to the top of this building here. Let's see if there's a door we can use. I like the spruce door. I really like the texture of it. We're gonna add that there, like this. Then we're gonna maybe add some kind of... Just a torch, maybe? No. There's a torch. Like a torch like that. I think that works. And then we can kind of have a small roof on top of this. Oak. No, crap. Oak, there we go. And then, or maybe we could use this thing. Just like a small roof above this. Then of course we need to add, like, place the torch lower down so it doesn't burn up the whole castle. And then, no, maybe some kind of support would be nice. What kind of supports do we have? Do we have any at all? Stair. Maybe, or maybe just the support here. That kind of works, right? Nah, that's not too good. What if we just make it like this then? That's better, I think. And then on the inside here, we're just gonna add... We're gonna use... Let's just use some kind of stone stuff on the inside here. Like this. I think this is a really nice texture, which I really like. And do something like that. and then we're just gonna have like a spire in the middle here. That stuff I will do off camera, because that's just very boring and very pointless for you to watch. So I guess that is all I have time for today. I really hope you enjoy, guys. If so, be sure to smack that like button, and if you haven't done it already, make sure to subscribe and all that stuff, so that I can see all of you later. It's been Viggoman, and I'm out.